Hey Sagittarius, I've started this reading 5 million times, Sag. And these are some predictions, some changes coming in 2024. And it's interesting because we're seeing good fortune and friendship, which there seems to be a turnaround with a friendship for you. This is specifically, I do feel like this is someone that you've had some conflict with. And it's kind of like there's been a conversation that has needed to happen, but it hasn't. Okay. And it's been this person's really opening up to you. And it's been a long time in coming. It's a very emotional conversation, in my opinion, with the Ace of Cups being here. It does feel as if, it could be them that wants balance here, right? Or wants your forgiveness or whatever. But it just kind of feels like this is another person. It's also with the Six of Swords, which tells me it could be about something specific, but with the Six of Swords, we're moving beyond something that has been difficult. And so, it just kind of feels like the elephant in the room somewhat with this person. You've never kind of been able to, it has that feeling of settling something, of finally being able to move on from something. Okay. Because clarifying the Eight of Cups was the Seven of Swords. Like, it could be that this person did something shady, okay? Or they ghosted you in a way. They just ignored the conversation. And this was a conversation that needed to happen. I do feel as if you have been very patient with this person. But with the King of Swords, they've been thinking about this for a long time. The King of Swords and the Three of Wands, and this allows to just close that chapter. I don't, it's hard to tell if anything becomes of this, although Temperance does kind of speak to, this is a new beginning between you and this person, because there is so much that has been needing to be said that has not been said clearly. And like I said, this allows for a new chapter. Is it a new chapter with this person? I mean, I don't know. Eight of Cups is here with the High Priestess and the Hermit. I mean, there's a lot, and the Star. But it's kind of like what this does is whether you move on, this makes you move on from this person, or you have a new beginning with this person. What winds up happening is that you're with the Eight of Cups and the High Priestess, there was a lot that just wasn't said. A lot that just kind of hung there in the air. Maybe even a lot that you didn't know or wasn't known. But with the Hermit, it's all coming out. And, it's kind of like there is this opportunity for healing and moving forward, definitely with the Star. And this may be with the Ten of Wands. This definitely was something that sat between you, okay? And it may be, it's definitely has that baggage undertone, right? So it's just like you're able to clear this out of the way. What you do with it, who knows? But this is a big, big conversation that really, with the Eight of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Queen of Wands, which is you, Sag, it just really makes you think. And I feel like at the end of the day, everything that happened really had nothing to do with you. Which was, I mean, you were highly involved, obviously, but it really didn't have to do with you. This was more or less more about this person. And I feel like they're revealing to you a lot of things that you didn't know. But you're finally getting some answers here, some closure, if you will. So that's nice, I guess. So there could also be an opportunity here that pushes you forward for sure, and allows for you to get over some humps of things that have been, especially if you've had some financial issues. There's definitely could be an opportunity coming in for that. So the sun is here. Your perseverance is being rewarded. Okay. I do feel like part of this is about that, but with the Three of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups, I mean, I just feel like these things there still seems to be a little bit of clearing going on, right? A little bit of clearing, and, there's also some healing coming in here and overcoming problems. You're discovering, especially if your perseverance is being rewarded with something you've been doing, it's finally working out because you're taking a look at the problems, and you're starting to see that there are other ways to get what you want. Like maybe you thought there was only one way to do it, or you thought you did it the wrong way. You're definitely looking at alternate options to get things done, to make things work out. The wolf is here. Good Lord. The wolf is here. I feel like you could have people in your energy or in your life that you're realizing that it doesn't matter how many boundaries you set up. There's something about, like, take a look at the people in your life and who is it that makes you feel like you have to protect yourself all the time. Boundaries are for us, right? For sure. But with the Eight of Swords being with the Seven of Wands, this very much feels like you feel around certain people like you constantly have to protect yourself. And so you may be really thinking about, who you trust, who respects your boundaries, and who just keeps you stuck, because there is someone here who is keeping you stuck, Sag. There definitely is. So, so let's take a look at this Three of Swords energy. The Devil, problems. And I feel like you, for a long time, you just felt like there was only one way to do something, and now you're seeing alternate ways. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. And that comes from taking, a step back from something to take a look from the outside. Two of Pentacles. Oh, geez, Louise. Two of Pentacles for Sagittarius. What is being rewarded, man? Five of Pentacles. This has to do with financial difficulties. It could be that you really didn't see any way out, and now you're seeing more than one. And so that's really positive, Sagittarius. Very positive. I do feel as if this is financial difficulties and figuring out what the problem is. And the problem may be that you only saw one way. Okay? Or why the Five of Cups? Six of Cups. Yeah, it's kind of like doing things the same way, and expecting different results. You have to look at alternate ways in order to overcome financial difficulties, and it actually shows up for you. You start to see more than one way to accomplish something, for sure. So tell me about this person that Sagittarius can't trust. Two of Swords. Judgment. It's just time for you to make a decision. And you haven't wanted to. with someone particular in your life. Okay? Particular in your life. So what should Sagittarius take away from all this? Oh, it's time for change, Sag. Queen of Cups. Change that favors you. Change that is for you. It's time for you to, yeah, Six of Wands. It's time for you to move towards your light, Sag. It's like your time to shine. You know, it's time to focus more on you and, you know, what is loving you, Sagittarius? What is really for you here? What pushes you forward? Time for you to be the main character, Sag. Yeah, the Tower. And that, you know, that may be happening through something completely falling apart. I'm realizing that, you know, there were people or things you really tried to work out that, you know, the Five of Swords. So many fives here. Five of Swords, the Chariot, and the Three of Pentacles. And you got 555, so it's definitely time for change. It's definitely time for you to move on. Stop working things out with people who just are intent on manipulating you or playing games. That is that energy, Sag. That is that energy. Yeah, you got another 5. And it feels like at the end of the day that, you know, you have to be really careful too about who you share your ideas with. And it's time for just to move away from people who constantly see everything as a battle, you know? Yeah. I do. It does feel somewhat like there's been some focus on, you know, I'm going to keep trying to work things out, because, you know, Sagittarius is the peacemaker. We really are. We really want to create peace. We want people to do the right thing. We want all that, but sometimes you got to just like call it a day. You know what I mean, Sag? Sometimes you have to call it a day and just give up on certain things. But you definitely are finding your way out of financial difficulties because you're seeing more than one way to do things. You may be having a conversation with someone you had conflict with that really just allows you to just move forward. You know, you don't have to hold on to that anymore because everything's becoming clear to you. And, you know, you do have some manipulative people in your life. And it's time for you to just let that go. You know, sometimes, a lot of the times when we set boundaries with people, we keep expecting them to, you know, rise up and level up to that. But it just feels like there's never, with certain people in your life, there's never going to be enough boundaries. You know, and why surround yourself with people you feel like you just got to keep leveling up boundaries with, right? Yeah. So any final words for Sagittarius? Interesting, Sag. Any final words for Sagittarius? Final words for Sag. Oh, the Death card. That already came out. 7 of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands. Sometimes it's just good to say, I'll see you later. You know, the Death card is like letting something end. You stop waiting for, you know, something to change and just say, you know what? Maybe it is time for greener pastures. Yeah, 10 of Cups. King of Pentacles, because, you know, 4 of Cups. It's just, you know, this is a solid decision to just be happy, right? Be happy. I'm not going to keep waiting for someone to do the right thing here. Not going to do it. I can just go to somewhere else. I can just go somewhere else. So that's just a little peek-see to 2024. I'm sure there will be more to come, Sagittarius. And let's get a final word from your angels. Final word for your angels. From your angels. Sorry, Sag. The messages are hinky, too, because of Mercury retrograde coming. Final words from Sag. Oh, okay. Family. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member. So that could be who you're working things out with. Which we can help you to understand and heal in your mind and heart. Surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Because it does feel like there are a lot of emotions in this, you know, whatever that first message was about. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator as you feel safe and loved within. It's kind of like, especially as you are maybe attempting to heal something with someone, you know, make sure that you are making the love for yourself your first priority. You know, and the more we love ourselves, the more that we attract love around us. And the more people want to give us love. So, I hope that wasn't too confusing, Sagittarius. That's just a couple of things happening. Toodles.